In the face of tragedy, the truth about human nature is revealed. Think about this question. In a catastrophic situation, would you rather be among men from the Titanic or among men from the La Bourgogne? Let me explain. On the Titanic, when the ship was going down, a simple principle was respected. Women and children first. The consequences, 3 out of 4 women survived, almost half of the children survived, but 4 out of 5 men died. Not because they were helpless, but because they chose to sacrifice themselves. They died as heroes because they lived by that quiet truth of humanity. The one who has more strength uses it to protect the one who has none. That is not what happened on the La Bourgogne. When the ship collided and chaos broke out, many men, including crew members, forcefully took over the lifeboats. They fought for seats, pushed women aside, ignored children. The result? Only 1 out of the 200 women on board survived. None of the children survived. Meanwhile, about 1 out of 10 men managed to survive, but without any honor. There is no law forcing a man to give his life for others in a shipwreck. And yet some of them do. Why? Because there is an unwritten law deeper than any legal code. The strong protect the vulnerable. Think for a moment, how many women would have made it onto the lifeboats of the Titanic if men had fought them for those spots? If we instinctively feel it's wrong to push aside a woman or a child to save our own life, then we have to ask ourselves, why do we quietly accept that adults can decide the death of the most vulnerable human being? The unborn child. The unborn child cannot defend themselves. They cannot run, they cannot cry out. They are literally in our hands. If we agree it's wrong for the strong to trample the weak to save themselves in a shipwreck, then how can we justify abortion, which does exactly this, but legally and silently? Now imagine a woman in a pregnancy crisis. She's in a shipwreck of her own. She drowns in fear, in desperation, in lack of support, in shame. What does she need? Definitely not someone to say, it's your choice, do whatever you want, but someone to stand beside her, to hold her hand and tell her, I'm here, you're not alone, I'm willing to sacrifice myself for you and for our child. That is what real love looks like. Not I love you said easily when it costs nothing, but love proven when everything is at stake. So, in a catastrophic situation, what kind of man would you want to be standing next to you?